Yo, what up, people? They call me Rudeboy, aka Fire Department, NoireTV. Well, from that point, I'm not gonna lie, God bless South Sultan, man, because I won't lie you. Late South Sultan was one. In fact, I committed a crime in that the day of the show. I won't say I committed a crime, but I had no choice. So when I got the form so I started rehearsing with my mom's church people. So I got the form like on Thursday, and the competition was on Monday. So I rehearsed with the church people on Sunday, and I told them I wasn't comfortable, that we should come on Monday morning. So they came on Monday morning, we rehearsed, we ran late. So then I didn't have GSM, because if I had number, I would have called the manager, that's Hauti, and tell him, please, we're running late. So when we got to the stadium, I knew the stadium. Those of us that don't have money to go and watch soccer will know back way to enter. So then, when we got there, these security guys from Lagos refused. I could remember some of them. Votron, Mambo, all these huge guys. So I used to see some names that sound like us, K Square, they are just huge guys, all of them. So when they refused us to enter, I took me and my guy called Eric, went back to the fence, we jumped in, that side they caught us. My brother, they were flogging us, the soldiers were flogging. So while I was running there flogging, I saw South Sultan, and I ran to South Sultan, and I hugged him behind. I said, bro, help me. I said, big, I'm a musician, like, Hauti knows me, no? It was like, I said, Mato, he said, you guys look familiar. I said, I beg, just help. He said, where are they? So South Sultan now went with the security, now opened the gate, that's how they brought the remaining crew. And when we got there, they said they finished auditioning. We started begging Hauti. And Hauti was giving each band 20 minutes to perform. They gave us only 3 minutes. And we played 3 minutes. Out of a certain artists that performed, they needed the top 10 that performed that night. And they called from 1 to 9, and the final they called P Square number 10. And that day was the competition, because this happened in the afternoon, so the competition was at night. I'm not gonna lie you, man, straight we went back to rehearsal. From rehearsal, we got our costume, we went back, we got to the venue. People were not there, but we're now practicing very well, And from there, we won the competition. From Jos, we went to Abuja, we won the Northern Zone. From there, we represented the North, we went to Lagos. That was when I saw Plantation Boys, and I knew that there's problem, because those guys. So we went there, Plantation Boys were the guests, special artists that performed that night. They performed, I took pictures with them. We won. The next day, now we had an issue. The hotel where we were staying, time was up, we didn't have money. We thought we won money. They gave us keyboard and drum. I'm like, the hotel was just computer village there. And I'm like, what's gonna happen? So we were there, guess what? We were there for 1 week. We could not get through the business energy crew. From there, we sold the drum. Opposite us. We sold the drum. It was like 5,000. We were able to pay the hotel bill of 18,000 that period, because we were like 11 of us that came. We sold the drum. Then, somehow we knew about their office, the business energy's office. We would find our way in the office. That's why we were there. We tried to shout and make noise. Like, what's happening? We're stranded. Nobody's talking about transportation and this and that and that. They said we should check the contract. I was like transport. This will help you. You move on with your career. Blah. Oh, baby, what I do. And here we are at that period. So I saw the Plantation Boys. They came to collect their balance. And I prayed, I said, bro, man, you mean we're not getting this check too? And I met Two-Face that period, and We kind of spoke. Sultan was there, you know, and Best Energy Shark got us transport, but it wasn't enough. My mom helped, left, and the good thing was they now called us and said they promised us something, that they're gonna release our album, so we should come to Lagos. They put us in accommodation, everything. I made likes of Laole Kings, all of them. Took us to the studio, we recorded, we launched the album came out, the album did well, and then the pressure to move it to Lagos started disturbing us because we were busy jumping night bus coming to Lagos, and the pressure was too much. And imagine you want to have one TV interview, you have to enter night bus, appear in the morning. So we kind of sold almost everything we had in Jos, came to Lagos. Yeah, they refused to give young boys accommodation of 2 rooms. They don't want family people. I'm gonna go plan with one Yoruba guy will be our friend though. Oh yeah, bro, you and your wife, come help us pay for this house. He pay for the house. And I say, yeah, but his younger brothers are coming from America to stay first before we are the younger brothers. We came, we stayed there. Why is your senior brother travel? He's coming. Okay, we wait 1, 2, 3 months. While I don't do. The woman wasn't comfortable. Madam, we don't enter, we don't get anywhere. We're not going anywhere. And that's how we stayed. And from there, we recorded the next album, which was Get Squared. Get Squared album was the one that has the Temptation, Temptation, Say Your Love. They have that Busybody, you know. But after that, there comes the biggest album. Even today, I'm sorry to say that, but I don't think anybody in Africa has ever done that kind of album called the Game Over album. This album has No One Like You. This album has Do Me, has Roll It, has More Than a Friend, has Ifunanya, has should I name them? Nobody has that album. That album changed our life. But see, while the album was changing our life, there's something we did not allow, which was money to be an issue. You see, back then there was no streaming, there was nothing, no distribution companies, nothing. But there's something that we did that was working for us, and I can tell you the likes of Sound City, sorry I'm mentioning the name, NoireTV, Sound City, all of them, they can testify because they saw us making some moves, because most of them covered all our African shows. So here we are in Nigeria then. They were paying us 1 million naira per show. But guess what? We were collecting $2,000 per show in Africa. Please don't be deceived by $2,000 of then. $2,000 of now is 2 million naira, right? But $2,000 of then, dollar was just 120. So we're talking about $2,000 should be now, should be 240,000 of them. So imagine taking 250,000 or something, rejecting 1 million. But people didn't know what we were doing. What were we doing? Because we saw what is happening in Alaba. Alaba, they are good, they distribute, they do whatever, but they don't have how to move the music from one country to the other. So this was what we were now doing. Yes, Alaba, the TJ or Biden were selling our album. We got a strategy, we printed posters, we could not sign all the posters. We did like more than 30,000 to 50,000 posters, but we already did one, we signed it, so they now printed, the signature was there, so we don't need to sign all. We didn't bother to do t-shirts, merchandise, but guess what we were doing? Now, you call us for a show, you tell us the capacity. Example, like Guinea. If you tell us the Guinea capacity is 40,000 to 50,000, I say, okay. Tijo, we need 60,000 copies of CDs. He gives us 60,000. We are going to pay him at the rate of how much they're selling for retailers. So we now pay. Then, if the cost of printing was 15 naira, definitely we'll pay 25 naira, right? Good. But guess how much we're selling those CDs in those countries? They were run in dollars. So now how do we do it? The promoters will now take the CDs and tell people we are taking the price a bit up, because if you pay, you're going to get a copy of CD and what else? Poster. So now we'll take it there. We took 60 copies, but guess what? Let's just say you give out 30,000. 30,000 people in that country already have your CD. The capacity, right? Good. What happens to the remaining 30,000? We don't leave the next day. You take us to your own Alaba. So when you take us to your own Alaba, their own Alaba in Guinea, we'll discuss with them. Hey, we have this. We'll give them, they give us deposit. We'll switch number, we'll sign a contract. Now they know who to call if they need copy. They call Jude. Hello, they get a translator, you speak their French. He wants copy here, 20,000, whatever. Send account number. Fijo, send 20,000 for this guy. So we are the ones. So imagine we covered more than 30 to 40 countries in Africa. That was how we distributed all our music. So those are the things that we did different from every other person. That was what then you now see people crying, touching us, fainting, which you don't see today. Because now today music industry is see finish.